What's up, y'all? First of all, good morning. I hope everybody had the coffee or getting their coffee and getting started for work, whatever it is that you do in this fine hours. Um, Man, I just wanted to get on here just for a second, man. I've been up all night, man, and my mind sometimes my mind don't want to go to sleep. It doesn't want to shut down. It doesn't want to do anything. It just want to think. And really, I think all I really want to talk about, briefly, of course, is how fucking strange life is. And am I I know I can't be the only person that really thinks about stuff like this. Um, I'm like, and forgive me if it's something that uh, doesn't entertain you, but I do want to, just have people think a little bit. Like at one point we were dead. We were dead first, according to what we know. Uh, Before we were born, we were technically dead. And you never know, after we pass on from this moment, if we'll be born again. Like life is a mystery. And unfortunately, it's something that, you know, I'm caught up on it. And mostly it really drives me crazy to sit around and think about why we're here, how we got here, and I think it's amazing. And I find it most astonishing that we we don't value things that are most important. And I'm not here to speak on like uh, against religions and stuff like that. That's not what I'm here to do. But um, what we do know is that the sun is responsible for everything that we know of. Of course, we're made of stardust. The planet itself is made of stardust. The energy itself is what powers us and everything around us. I shared something earlier today, well, this night, this morning, uh, about how the microorganisms die within us. And it's kind of strange, you know, seeing things from the micro and the macro level that, so many different living things that's within us, that's outside of us. And it's just fucking amazing. Excuse my language. But everything is powered by the sun. And the only time we actually uh, really pay attention or even embrace the sun is when we all go out on a warm day, and which is okay. However, everything that's powered from the lights, uh, our evolution with the internet, you know, the phone and stuff like that. All these things are powered by electromagnetism, which is light. And that light also comes from the sun. And I just want you to walk with me real quick. As at some point, each and every one of you were a cell inside your father. And then you went into your mother. And now we're here. And those moments we don't remember. And this is stuff that puzzles me often. Of course, in those instances, uh, we didn't possess what we have now, which is a brain. I'm sure we had some sort of brain, in those instances, but unfortunately, we can't remember those times within our mother as a cell, a microorganism. Uh, I don't know, man. Stuff's just tripped out. I know I can't be the only one that thinks about things like this, and I love for it to be a topic, and for people to communicate about you know their experiences and the stuff that they think about on a daily when it comes to life. Um, Most importantly, I wonder, where's my mother? You know, uh, Months, years, we've had these conversations before my mother passed, and I used to always tell my mom that death is nothing to fear, and I also told her that day too, before they put Mom under, uh, that it's nothing to fear because we've already been there. And also asked my mom if there's any way that she could communicate with me. Please do so. Please talk to me about what she can relay. But what I didn't think about in the moments that she was alive, to have this communication with her, is that, of course, the vehicle that we're in right now is just flesh. It's flesh. Of course, what my mother was or is was not of this flesh. This flesh is a temporary vehicle that our energy manifested itself in. So I'm pretty sure that my mother is not the same and won't be the same if there is some sort of afterlife. She would be totally different. And since that brain is nothing that goes with you, I'm pretty sure that she will have no recollection of what happened here on this planet. Um, I could be wrong. However, again, we don't remember things as a sperm cell. We don't remember things within our mother's womb. Uh, so if we were to go by anything that we can observe or even just run tests on, uh, there's no way to remember anything outside of what our brains hear uh, has collected as data. So, but things are strange, and I I'm sorry. It really just bothers me. I think I just wanted to get that off and speak about that, and hopefully others think about it as well. But there's so many things that we could care about, but we don't, and it's okay, man. Like sometimes I really wish that I didn't have to think the way I think and just live life like others and not have shit like this drive me crazy, you know. Uh, and I think that's why, and no disrespect, I think that's why most of us cling to a religion and you know tell ourselves that a book itself, has all the answers because it's hard. Like it's really freaking hard, and it's something that maybe too complex for us to understand. However, it's I think it's amazing that we're able to, you know, think the way we do and come up with so many great inventions and discoveries and stuff of that nature. Hmm. I don't know. I hope everyone has a great day today. Stay positive and, you know, just keep looking to the stars. Ask the questions. You know, life is amazing, and it's amazing on every plane. You know, always remember there's a universe inside of you, and that's literally. That's not just a saying. You have so many species that's within you that are alive. They're breeding just like us. They're eating just like us. You know, your inner temple is their home. And when you think about it from the micro level, it seems like the micro and the macro level mimics one another. You know, you could see the similarities uh, from a micro and a macro scale. But before I go, I will say this: if we all know that the sun itself is responsible for all things that we know of, that and that means when I say the sun, I mean the stars itself, the fusion of the stars itself is responsible for everything. As the science says, the Big Bang, or the Bible says, "Let there be light." The sun itself, the stars, the light is responsible for all things, including water. So why do we look past the stars? Why don't we acknowledge the stars when the stars are the closest thing that we could visibly see, that we could know as God? Because God itself is the creator of all things. And I'm pretty sure If we find out where the stars came from, that's where we will find God. And somehow we have to take science. It makes science and religion complement one another because at the end of the day, whatever created the stars, which created all of this, it's a master scientist. And I could never say that religion is per se a bad thing because it gives us some sort of morals, ethics. Uh, it's not perfect. It's outdated. I think that we've come so far uh, as humans that we can identify where things are no longer useful. I don't know. What I do know is that life is weird. It's spaced out, and I get it. I again, I wish I could just live life and not think about all of this, but I lose sleep every day learning. I literally look for something to learn every day. I guess you guys have a good morning. I think I'm gonna try to go get some sleep, but I literally couldn't just I couldn't just go to sleep right now, and something told me to get up and just talk. But I will be taking everything to YouTube, you know, reach a broader audience and people that you know don't know you, you know, reach people that there's people out there that do care, just like some of you. Uh, anyway, uh, peace, light, and love, and know that my heart goes out to anyone that lost someone dear, and we all gotta go, you know. So, and before we were here, we were already gone. So it's nothing to fear. And again, if we went from being microorganisms and sperm cells to embryos to uh, becoming babies to toddlers to teenagers to adults, there has to be something next after this because we can only go off from what's already happened. We we've crossed different spectrums of life already, and we don't remember being there. So more than likely, it's probably something after. Maybe we just might become a star. Who knows? It's possible. Anything's possible. All right, people. Peace, light, and love. And good morning to you.